No, what? Do you think I pay any attention to that?
He's all the burnish block. He's fine.
Yeah.
Not like us. He's being engaged for some reason.
All right, go ahead with questions.
I have a stupid one after that. What's the best Valentine's Day you ever pulled off in Jerusalem? How romantic did you ever get?
There weren't very many good ones, I don't think so.
Still with you.
Yeah. Let's talk basketball.
That guy's riding the same thing, but you guys have obviously put yourselves in a position to be able to on Sunday's game. How do you embrace the moment but not let it get too big at the same time?
Well, I always talk about wanting to play meaningful games in February, and they don't get any more meaningful than this one. So, we've had a great start to this conference season. The first, we're 2/3 of the way through, and we're right there. Now we just have to finish it off. And obviously, we're playing an incredible team. Last time I played them, I talked about, losing 2 games by 4 points, and now they've lost 4 games by 7 points on the year or something like that. So, this is a team that's not far from being one of the top couple teams in the country in the rankings for good reason. Their defense is elite. And obviously they're playing with a lot of confidence right now.
What is it about their just tenacity with going after the ball, whether it's trying to create turnovers, trying to get extra possessions for themselves on the opposite glass, that is harder to get through to your guys until they experience it?
Yeah, it's just they're really versatile, really across the lineup. They've got a lot of length and size, and RJ Kadari, Aaron Scott, those guys are all 6'6", 6'8", with good length. And then Zuby's playing, is having the best year of his career in there. And they bring a couple guys off the bench that kind of give you the same thing. So it doesn't really matter who you're guarding. You've got to be ready to guard the dribble. They're going to be very disruptive defensively, on the ball, off the ball. And then when the shot goes up, that's when the game starts. And, we've been the best team in our league at defensive rebounding all year long, and it's going to need to it has to happen on Sunday for us to be in the game.
How does Smith being out kind of change things for them and for you?
We played against him the first time. Obviously, defensively, he was really disruptive on the ball. He's hard to screen because his center of gravity is so good. He's quick, he's strong, and he's one of their better three-point shooters. So obviously you take a guy to your lineup like that, it has an impact. But they've also played some games without him and played very well.
What's it take to win the Garden on a Sunday afternoon with Johnny's
Yeah, you got to handle your business. It's a game that we can't turn it over, and if we do, it can't be live ball that leads to points. And then we've got to win the free throw battle somehow, and then we've got to survive on the backboards. And if we do that, we'll be in position, even like we were against UConn. It was a tie game with 2 minutes to go, and St. John's was in a very similar situation against Nova. They had the lead inside the last minute, and we've won our fair share of those close games this year, as have they. I'm hoping that we can be in a position the last 5 minutes to try to pull one out of there.
From a defensive standpoint, the contrasting styles, how much is that kind of keeping you considering they like to take the shots that you want teams to take?
I don't know if they like to take them as much as they did last year. Although Kadari's numbers since we played him have really gotten into the elite level in the mid-range. RJ's always also been decent at that. But we also pulled Kalkbrenner a little bit higher in that last game, and he was able to get a piece of some of those shots. It's 2 very different types of defenses. The good news for us is we've seen probably the other 2 teams in our league that pressure the most in Marquette and UConn back-to-back. So, we've been through a week or 10 days of preparation against pressure. Now, is it the same as St. John's pressure? Not necessarily, but at least you're seeing that aggressiveness on the ball that we had to experience against Marquette and UConn.
2 more. I know you don't get a ton of time to look back when you're in the grind, but in terms of all the little things that you were kind of on your mind immediately after the game against UConn, when you rewatch the film, how much do they stand out to you? The things that you felt like you could have left.
I thought of the last, especially since the conference season started, I thought we did a lot to give that game away. And obviously McNeely had a next level, incredible game. But those 4 3-point shots he hit the second half, those shots should not have happened had we done our job. And we kind of got away from some communication and some scouting report things that got lost, and that's 12 big points. And we missed a couple layups, we missed some free throws, like things you have to do if you're going to beat a good team. So, but we watched it on film yesterday. We self-reflected on what we needed to do different, like we do in every other game, and then we came down and started getting ready for St. John's.
Matt, what is the key to a successful Valentines?
Did I tell you we're talking basketball today? Come on, this is. We've got a relatively big game Sunday. I don't have much going. I don't have much going.